Hello everyone, it's Mxiety. Today we're going to talk about social media pressures and how to get through them and onto the other side. I know, right? Something to help you get through stuff that's clogging up your brain, but we don't want to use the word mental health. All right, be the light, I guess, or something. Anyway, the point I'm trying to make is that there are several things that I know freak me out about being on social media and really make me stressed out. So the first thing is follower count. There's definitely a stress to have a lot of followers on social media. And one of the ways that I have found to mitigate that is to talk to myself about what exactly I can bring to the table. So whether I have 3 followers, 4 followers, or 16 followers, what am I bringing to them that is of interest to them? So you might want 1,000 people to follow your stuff, but what are they following? Just updates about your life? There's totally people who are into that, but you have to be consistent with that thing. So finding your little niche and really expanding on it and figuring out what it is that you bring to others is definitely the way to combat this. So the next piece is feeling like you are missing out on news and don't have your finger on the pulse if you are not consistently on all these platforms. And that's Twitter, that's Instagram, that's Reddit. So not knowing what's going on in the specific sphere of Twitter that you're involved in, whether that's blogger Twitter or mental health Twitter or streamer Twitter, you want to know what's happening. And the best part about this is that you can sort your timeline on Twitter in a manner that shows you top posts first or a consistent timeline. So I found the consistent timeline is, although pretty good overall for helping you keep up with your friends, it's a lot longer and won't give you the highlight pieces that you're actually looking for. So this might be one of those situations where toggling back and forth would be better for you by picking 1 or 2 times a day where you go on. So being really kind of restrictive with the time periods. Some phones even let you program this into them, so check out if your phone has that feature. One of the things that's helped me a bunch with this is not going onto social media before I go to bed and not going onto social media right when I wake up. Both are extremely stressful and a lot harder than you would freaking think. The next piece is this idea that you have to be a producer of content all the time. Especially, I find that there's a higher pressure for people that I've talked to that have higher follower count, that say like they feel the pressure to constantly keep up, to come up with new ideas, to be fresh, because people get forgotten all the time and they don't want to be forgotten. So the first thing that I would say is go to a therapist and talk about why you don't want to be forgotten. What is it that's going on that's making you think that you need to leave a legacy in this specific way? That's definitely a cool thing to unpack. But if you're not going to go to a therapist, I think it's also important to create brainstorming spaces for yourself and then program out your tweets. So they might always not be as timely and as on, and match all the hashtags that are up at that point, but they don't always have to be in order for them to be seen. I can say from personal experience, there's quite a few of my tweets that have went up that were scheduled that helped me with so much. It just made me feel so much less stressed out because I knew that something was going out and something was going to be on my timeline and people who are following me are going to be able to see something. So whether that's Instagram or Twitter or Facebook, having connecting yourself to a scheduling tool has helped me immensely with my stress. So check out things like Buffer, Later. I'm sure there's a ton more, but yeah, check them out and see if you can help yourself. Basically, this way you brainstorm a bunch of ideas and then you schedule them out, and then you can still tweet in between then, and it actually gives you more content that way. If you come up with something in the moment and you post, that's great, right? So think about that and see if that helps. If you're anything like me, you're probably wondering, okay, but why do humans do this? Why are we constantly looking for validation from others through social media? Why do we always feel like we're missing out if we're not posting or we're not reading other people's posts? What is going on there? So I decided to ask a professional, Dr. Rachel Cowart, her opinion on why this might be happening. So enjoy.
Hi everyone, Dr. Rachel Cowart here, research psychologist and research director of Take This. Social media provides us with the ability to present ourselves in the best possible light. I know all of my profile pictures are taken from my best side. But why is it so enticing? Well, for one, social media gives us the opportunity for social comparison, which is something we innately do as humans anyway, but social networking takes it to the next level. Social comparison is the idea that our personal worth is based upon how we compare to others. This can be positive, sharing news that you ran a marathon this year and maybe your other friends didn't. Social comparison can also be negative though, because maybe Bob from high school, that one you kind of remember, ran a marathon faster than you. So that would make your accomplishment feel a little less spectacular. There's also something called social contagion, which is the spread of affect or behavior, so emotions or behaviors from one person to another. We want to share and celebrate our joy, and we want to share and celebrate in the joy and success of others, and these emotions are contagious. Social networking allows this to happen on a grand scale. I mean, no matter how fast you run a marathon, I am very impressed, and I'm sending all the thumbs up and heart emojis for achieving things I could never even dream of achieving. Last but not least, social media has become so pervasive that not being engaged with it can lead to a very real fear of missing out. Research has found that among teenage girls, not being on social media can reduce their sense of belonging within their schoolyard friendship groups. Research has also found that fear of missing out is linked to higher levels of social media engagement. So the more we engage, actually the greater fear of missing out we have. So now my self-esteem is taking a hit. But you know what will make me feel better? Posting a new flattering profile picture and watching all the heart emojis come in.
I hope that all of this helps. I hope that it can bring you a little bit of light into social media and stress and help you maybe chill out a little bit. I know that's easier said than done, and I am somebody who tries to practice what I preach, and I can tell you firsthand it's not easy, but hopefully these steps help. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and check me out on Patreon if you want to support me making more stuff like this. And then in general, like, let me know below, is this helpful? Does this help you? Did it not help you? What part of it was absolutely ridiculous? Let me know, and don't forget to be the light. I'll talk to you later.